Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Curse of Oak Island. The team begins drilling a third giant shaft at the Money Pit. This week on The Curse of Oak Island, the team started drilling a third 10-foot wide steel caisson shaft at the Money Pit on the site of the old Unveiled excavation. The guys believe that Robert Unveiled came close to retrieving the treasure in 1965, but that he couldn't dig deep enough. The Oak Island team is now planning to fix that. First off, there was disappointment at the Money Pit, which, unfortunately, is something we're all getting used to. Shaft number 2, otherwise known as Early Christmas 1, EC1, was brought to an abrupt end after the hammer grab began hitting hard rock. There was no early Christmas this year as the guys called a halt to drilling. That's 2 shafts down and only 2 more to go. The team reconvened in the war room to determine where to put the third shaft, and they opted for the site of the previously drilled borehole F4, which is very close to the C1 cluster. This new site is a bit of a no-brainer. The F4 borehole revealed the highest concentration of gold and silver in the water samples taken last year, which suggests a large deposit of precious metal is down there. New Money Pit shaft will follow the Unveiled excavation. This new position is right over the deepest site of the Unveiled excavation. From 1965 to 1966, Robert Unveiled made a gargantuan effort to retrieve the treasure by digging a massive hole at the Money Pit that was 100 feet wide and 140 feet deep, but sadly it ended in failure. Unveiled had been aiming for a depth of approximately 150 feet, but he suffered from constant cave-ins, floodings, and bad weather, meaning he abandoned the project at 140 feet. The legends suspect that he just wasn't deep enough, and that with their modern technology, they can do a better job. Let's hope so. Team needs to move fast as winter is coming to Oak Island. The team will need to move fast. The guys were already muffled up wearing heavy coats, meaning that winter and the end of the season will be coming soon. The first 2 shafts were open to much fanfare, but the third, not so much. The team clearly just wanted to get on with it. The new shaft was named DH-82 after veteran Oak Island treasure hunter Dan Henske. On learning the news, he quipped, "So you can blame me if it all goes wrong." The early signs for DH-82 looked promising. The drill team encountered little resistance and reached 75 feet very quickly, and towards the end of the episode, the hammer grab started pulling out large timbers. This wood appeared old and looked to have been cut using old-fashioned tools. Unfortunately, there was no more time on last night's episode, so fingers crossed they start hitting the good stuff next week. As the sun began its slow ascent over the horizon, casting a golden hue across the island, the familiar hum of machinery broke the serene silence of Oak Island. The team was gathered at the Money Pit, their faces a mix of determination and anticipation. This was no ordinary day. Today marked the beginning of their third attempt at uncovering the secrets buried deep within the infamous Money Pit. Rick and Marty Lagina stood side by side, surveying the site. The brothers had dedicated years of their lives to solving the Oak Island mystery, and each new dig brought them closer to the elusive treasure they believed lay hidden beneath the island. This third shaft was a testament to their unwavering dedication and belief in the legend. "All right, everyone," Rick's voice rang out, authoritative yet filled with hope. "Today we begin drilling shaft 3. We've learned a lot from the previous attempts, and this time we're going in with more knowledge and better equipment. Let's make it count." The crew nodded, sharing a collective sense of purpose. Heavy machinery roared to life, and the massive drill began its descent into the earth. The sound was deafening, but it was a symphony to their ears, a symphony of progress, of another step toward unraveling the island's centuries-old mystery. Craig Tester, the team's expert engineer, monitored the operation closely. "We need to maintain precision," he reminded the team. "Any deviation could lead us away from the target." As the drill bit deeper, layers of history were unearthed. The ground was a tapestry of time, each layer telling the story of those who had come before: explorers, treasure hunters, and perhaps even the original depositors of the treasure. Every fragment of wood, every piece of metal, was meticulously examined, cataloged, and analyzed. Jack Begley, always the optimist, was eager to find something significant. "This time, we're going to hit the jackpot," he said with a grin, his eyes gleaming with excitement. He had spent countless hours poring over historical documents and maps, convinced that the third shaft would finally lead them to the treasure. The hours turned into days, and the days into weeks. The deeper they drilled, the more treacherous the conditions became. Water seeped into the shaft, a constant reminder of the challenges that had plagued previous attempts. But this time they were prepared. Pumps worked tirelessly to keep the shaft dry, and reinforced walls prevented collapse. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the site, the drill hit something hard. The sound was different, a metallic clink that echoed through the shaft. The team froze, hearts pounding with excitement. "Stop the drill," Rick ordered, his voice steady despite the adrenaline surging through him. They carefully extracted the drill, revealing a large metal object embedded in the soil. Gary Drayton, the team's metal detecting expert, examined the find. "It's definitely old," he said, his eyes wide with amazement. "And it looks like it could be part of a chest." The air was thick with anticipation as they carefully unearthed the object. It was indeed an ancient chest, its wood rotted and metal hinges rusted with age. The team gathered around, breathless with excitement. Marty stepped forward, crowbar in hand. With a nod from Rick, he pried the chest open. Inside, they found a collection of artifacts: gold coins, jewels, and documents, each piece more astonishing than the last. "It's incredible," Marty whispered, holding up a jeweled necklace that sparkled even in the dim light. "We've finally found something tangible." But as they examined the contents of the chest, they realized that this was just a piece of a much larger puzzle. The documents, written in an archaic script, hinted at even greater treasures hidden deeper within the island. "We're on the right track," Rick said, his voice filled with determination. "But this is just the beginning. We need to keep digging." The discovery reinvigorated the team, their spirits high as they continued their work. They knew that the path ahead would be fraught with challenges, but they were more determined than ever. Each new find brought them closer to the ultimate goal: unraveling the mystery of Oak Island and uncovering the legendary treasure that had eluded so many for centuries. As the days turned into weeks, the team faced setbacks and triumphs. They encountered booby traps and natural obstacles, but their resolve never wavered. They worked tirelessly, driven by the belief that they were on the brink of a groundbreaking discovery. Third Shaft became a symbol of their perseverance, a testament to their unyielding spirit. And as they delved deeper into the island's secrets, they knew that they were not just searching for treasure, but for the truth behind one of history's greatest mysteries. One night, as the team gathered around the campfire, sharing stories and theories, Rick looked around at his friends and family. "No matter what we find, this journey has been worth it," he said. "We've come together, faced incredible challenges, and made unforgettable memories. That's the real treasure." The team nodded in agreement, their bond stronger than ever. They knew that the road ahead would be long and arduous, but they were ready. With each new day, they inched closer to the truth, driven by the dream that had brought them to Oak Island in the first place. And so, as the sun rose over the island, casting its golden light on the determined faces of the team, the journey continued. The mystery of Oak Island was far from solved, but they were closer than ever. And with each turn of the drill, each new discovery, they knew that they were on the verge of something truly extraordinary.